Well, isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying. It's moving too fast.
Oh, this is not good. We're using our connection to the Infus database. Sever it.
I can't. It's a point attack.
So this, welcome. It's episode number 14 of Inside Security, and thanks once again for joining me here on the live stream. I hope you're all doing great, and this is going to be a different episode. So as you can see, there's no guest up in where is it? In that corner. It's a meme. So I'm going to do this week solo, and I've got a completely different idea this week. So instead of having a guest on and the show being more of an interview thingy, we're gonna watch some insane movie and series hacks and just review them and rate them on a scale 1 to 10 based on how realistic are they. So this should be really interesting. So yeah, I hope you're doing great. I've been really busy since last week. Still doing some incident response and forensics, which has taken up all my work hours at least. But yeah, it's been good and interesting. Yeah. I absolutely prefer busy work days rather than just slow ones, because yeah, time passes much more quickly. Oh yeah, I also got my first COVID vaccine shot like 2 hours ago. So if I pass out during the stream, yeah, you can just end the stream. It's okay. I hope my girlfriend will eventually notice that it's way too quiet in here. So this is the plan for tonight. I'm really hoping for an active chat tonight. And I got like 10 or 12 YouTube videos lined up with just either laughable, insane, or maybe realistic hacks that we've seen in like movies and TV series and stuff. And then chat and me will rate them, as I said, on a scale 1 to 10. 10 being like, yep, that's completely reasonable, you can actually do this in real life. And 1 being, no, that's just pure sci-fi. So that's the idea. I hope that you're up for this, because it's going to be a new theme for the show. I also hope that some of you got your stickers being sent out way too slow. I apologize, but yeah, eventually you should have gotten them. If there's anyone else who wants the stickers, the Inside Security stickers, let me know. I'm gonna need your address, and I'll post them to you. They're really cool. They actually look like this. This is on my... Does this work? Yeah, it does. That's my sticker. If you want this, let me know. I'll send them out to you. Alright, Ricky B, Joe 80, Darudi, are you ready for the first YouTube clip here? I hope this will work out. I've been messing around with the overlay thingy, and it should work, and you should hopefully hear everything. If you don't, let me know, and we'll fix it. Right. Let's do the first one. See if we get more people. There we go. Academy Possible on as well. Perfect. So this is maybe the most classic of all the crazy hacks. It's the NCIS. It's called, well, on YouTube at least, it's called 2 Idiots, 1 Keyboard. And yeah, look at this and then let me know if you think it's doable or not. This should hopefully work.
No way. I'm getting hacked.
A port scan?
No, this is major. They've already burned through the NCIS public firewall.
Well, isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying. It's moving too fast.
Oh, this is not good. We're using our connection to the Infus database. Sever it.
I can't. It's a point attack. He or she is only going after my machine.
It's not possible. This is DoD level 9 encryption. It would take months to get built.
Hey, what is that, video game?
No, Tony, we're getting hacked.
They get in Abby's computer, the entire NCIS network is next.
Can't stop him. Do something, McGee.
I've never seen code like this. Oh. Ah. Where'd it go, Abby?
I didn't do anything. I thought you did.
No?
I did.
Alright, so yeah, that's the NCIS 2 Idiots, 1 Keyboard. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna rate this as probably a 2. I don't want to go as low as 1, but yeah. I've never heard of it being faster with 2 people typing on keyboards than 1. So yeah, this is... but NCIS actually keeps on giving a lot of funny hacking scenes and stuff from the TV series. So I love it. I love NCIS. So yeah, I'm going to give that a 2 out of 10. Does anyone else in chat have any a different opinion? How do you rate it from a 1 to 10 scale? Darudi called it, yeah. Some of these, or probably most of these, are going to be stuff that you might have seen already. I hope there's a few... yeah. Is isolating client by shutting it down. I wonder... my initial thought was that he just unplugged the monitor cable, actually. So yeah. But hopefully he did, actually, the computer. 3. Just to leave some room for worse clips. Yeah, that is actually... That's pretty clever. Right, so we got a 1. No, we got a 2 and a 3. It's not the best grade so far. So in the next clip, there's actually a scene that I think is... Well, there's a few seconds of this that I think is realistic. So yeah, let's go on with the next one. It's from Swordfish. It's also a classic one.
Please confirm. Woo. Next. Too easy. No, don't. No. Yes. 50 please. Fuck. Fuck. No. Fuck you. Shit, that's gonna fucking away. I'm rusty. Oh.
50,000 watts of fucking. 50,000 watts of fucking. 50,000 watts of funkin'.
The answer to this guy is you. Eternal destruction. Quick. Thank you. Return. 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on. Yeah.
It's almost done.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's from Swordfish. Hey Moose, welcome man. So I know there's a few that's been coming in lately. So what we're doing is we're watching these hacker clips or hacking scenes from movies and TV series, and then we rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, and 10 being like this is completely legit and this is how it would work in real life, and 1 being just nonsense and sci-fi. So yeah, this is from Swordfish. I actually remember watching this movie way back, and I love that setup. Like this setup that he has, I'm like, yeah, I want this. It doesn't look that the sci-fi nowadays, but yeah, I remember back in the day, this was an amazing setup. I don't know what's up with the like visualizing cubes and stuff with hacking. Like, yeah, those thick bezel, yeah, yep. It's not what we see nowadays. So a common thing when you're looking at hacking stuff in movies and stuff, there's always this. Where is it? These come on, yeah, the cubes and stuff. Like there's quite often the hacker, and I'm doing air quotes, the hacker is supposed to like assemble a cube, and then it actually turns into a port scan. Because this actually says in the beginning that he's assembling a port scan. Never seen a hack like this. What is realistic is this part, I think, where he just fucks off and like, nope, fuck this, I'm gonna go take some rest. This is realistic. The rest of it, it's probably not. So I'm gonna give this a 4, I think. Yeah, because at least it's better than the NCIS one. Is there any conflicting ratings in chat? I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. It might be high actually, but yeah. There's I know Moose. This is probably what his hacking setup looks like, so I wouldn't be surprised. 3 out of 10. Yeah, that's not off. True. Yeah, I know it looks like this. So yeah, Swordfish. Yeah, when it came out, I thought it was amazing. Typing normally, hitting a dead end, banging head against the desk, all normal stuff for a pen tester hacking, I reckon. The visuals could easily be from Dark Trace. Yeah, maybe. The most realistic about that is the process, not the actual hacking. Yeah, the process of banging his head probably. And it actually says port scan somewhere. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's hard to see on the stream. But yeah, so it's assembling a port scan. I suppose that if you as a producer would actually show a hack as it being realistic, it would just be a text terminal. Just text slowly flashing by, and it'd be insanely boring, and the movie would be like 3 weeks long. So I get it why they're doing this, but it's still fun. All right, next one is from Castle, and even though it being a really, really bad show, I actually enjoyed watching this show when I did. So this is called the most accurate hacking scene ever. Here we go. Nope, let's do from the beginning. Sorry.
System breach.
Oh.
Firewall 1.
We got a problem.
What?
Someone synced a rat to one of my servers. Remote access tool. We're being hacked.
By Locksat?
I don't know.
But we've been so careful. How could they find us?
They haven't found us yet. Just cracked the outer layer of our system. I'll start an intrusion inspection and find out who our rat is.
See cubes again.
Uh-oh.
What?
They're on to us. Vikram's trying to track our IP address.
Oh, can you stop it?
No. But I can slow him down.
It's coming from inside the city, trying to narrow it down.
Okay. What the hell?
You are good, but I am better.
10 out of 10.
Radios? That doesn't seem like Locksat. Who would do that?
We're about to find out.
That barely slowed him down. I'm sorry, but he's going to find us in less than a minute. Should we abort?
No, we've only got 2 of the blinky boxes left to go.
Ooh, blinky boxes.
Just hack. Come on.
Got it.
That's Castle's office.
He must be working with Haley. She's got the skill set for this, and she is about to breach our firewall. If she does, they'll have instant access to our entire investigation.
No, that's going to put a target on Castle's back. We have to stop him.
I can do it, but I need time.
Let me see if I can buy you some.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause this here, because after this it just turns into a phone call between them, and just it's being quite I think it's quite fun, even though it's really, really bad. But yeah. So yeah, the Rudy says this is 10 out of 10. Yeah. Again, what's up with the assembling like, where is it? Hang on, let me just mute this. They always have to assemble cubes and stuff. I don't know why that is. It was somewhere here, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Look, assembling cubes, and then when the cubes sort of align, I suppose the hack is done or something. I suppose that's how it's supposed to be visualized and work. And I also love the sort of that it takes time to hack a firewall. Like, 70%, 80%, 90%. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna give this. Yeah, I'm breaching multiple firewalls. Exactly. I saw a funny like meme or something, like how to protect against APTs. It's basically that you have one checkpoint firewall, you have one Palo Alto firewall, you have one Cisco firewall, and then each of like the American firewall would actually protect against like the Chinese hackers, and then the Israeli firewalls would actually protect against the US and stuff. So yeah, it's yeah, only 6 firewalls. Who else has 6? Yeah, I'd probably rate this. And then also the thing about slowing down hackers. It's never about sort of stopping them in their like dead in the track. It's just slowing down. I'll do this to slow them down. I'm not sure what that's supposed to. I suppose you throttle it somehow. Not sure, but yeah. I'm giving this another 4 out of 10. It's not a good hack. I have a hard time thinking this would be the actual GUI or something in real life. So Darude actually threw out the first 10 out of 10. That's pretty good. Yeah, Castle. I actually enjoy this series for some reason. Don't judge me. Right, next one. Yeah, no more chat. Let's decrypting firewalls. Yeah, the decrypting firewalls. Yeah, the most realistic thing was just the cat pics, like defacing someone's website. Yeah, and I mean, cat memes, I suppose, are a thing in the hacker community. Because if you look at DEF CON and presentations and stuff, there's usually a cat meme in there somewhere. They're probably not going to blow the screen like it did here, but you'll find cat memes in a lot of actual presentations. I'd give it a 5. At least I have some real names on things. True. Yeah, cats are just a general internet thing. That's true, actually. That's true. So 5. I mean, you're okay. All right, let's do this one from Mr. Robot then. It's gonna be about 3 minutes. So I think we're looking at the whole thing because it's pretty good. So it's a decryption scene, basically. Oops, I muted it.
This is a cipher message. That's why I wanted to come home. Someone's trying to make contact with me.
Each number represents a letter. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3.
You can hear him too, right?
G, U, R. G-U-R-T-H-E. A shift value of 13. It's a Route 13 algorithm. The parent pages will help you find your calling, but don't be duped. Cut down the woods, they be Erdos. Number sets. Where are you?
Cut down the woods. Remove all of the Perrin and Erdos woods numbers. phone number. But to who?
"25th and 8th. There will be a cab waiting."
Right, I just realized if this is a spoiler for someone, I'm sorry, but if you haven't watched Mr. Robot, it's your own fault. Sorry. Anyway, the Mr. Robot decryption scene. What are your takes on that? Is that realistic? I agree with you, absolutely, Rudy. This is just like a CTF challenge, but in my opinion, very, very realistic in regards to how we people actually work. Yeah, that was exactly my take on it. This could be a CTF challenge, absolutely. It's starting out with just a simple thing like a ROT 13 shift, and then it turns into something more difficult, and then more difficult, and then there's a couple of sequences to it, I suppose. But yeah, it's a very good. I think it's a very good decryption scene. Of course, maybe it's sped up a bit because it's a TV series. It would be quite boring if this took like 45 minutes for someone to figure out. Yeah, exactly. The tools that you use is also spot on. I mean, that's tools that you actually use online for decryption purposes. So I agree. I think this is like, if the question is, actually Moose says it's very similar to Cicada 3301. Yeah, like a mini version. I would say this is a 10 out of 10. This could be an actual CTF challenge, and if you look hard enough, there's probably a challenge that is almost the same as this one, I suppose. Yeah, we just put everything in a text file and Google everything. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I Google stuff all the time. So this is also how I would solve it. It'd probably take me longer to get the clues than he did, but yeah, it's of course it's sped up because it's a TV series. But I like this. Yeah, Mr. Robot is known for having very accurate hacking scenes. I know that I forget his name. Is it Sammy Kamkar, who was sort of the yeah, exactly, the high security people? I'm not sure if it was Sammy Kamkar. Is that his name? Yes, yeah, it is. That was sort of a consultant on this show. But most of the things that are on Mr. Robot are actually accurate. They're usually sped up, of course, but that's because, for TV. But the actual thing they do, they actually work, which is pretty cool. So they really, really research stuff for this series, which I love. I don't think I've actually finished this last season of this one, so I have to see it. Unless someone spoils it before that. Right, 10 out of 10. Any other conflicting, what do you call it? Results from chat? Or do we agree on a 10-10? 10 out of 10. I'm looking through the next clips while you think about the review. Yeah, I think Ricky B fell asleep. I think he went to research the 2 keyboards hack, I think. Right. Let's actually review. Oh, yeah, by the way, if I'm looking over here, that's because my chat's over here and my camera's over here. So I'm not looking to the right to be rude. It's just because you chat are over here, over there, I suppose. Yeah. Right. The next one is from NCIS. Still rude. I know. That's how I roll. This is gonna be a short clip, so pay attention. It's about 10 seconds. Here we go.
For weeks, I've been investigating the cabbie killer murders with a certain morbid fascination.
This is in real time.
I'll create a GUI interface using Visual Basic. See if I can track an IP address.
Let's look at that again.
This is in real time.
I'll create a GUI interface using Visual Basic. See if I can track an IP address.
Yeah. So the quote from that is, I'll create a GUI interface using Visual Basic to see if I can track an IP address. This is from it's from CSI. I think it's CSI. Is it New York? Yeah, it is. This is probably one of the lowest, but it's not real time. Yeah, it's probably not actually. This is probably the lowest rating for me so far. I'm giving this typical developer. Yeah, I'm giving this a 1 out of 10. No, 2 out of 10, because he actually mentioned Visual Basic, which it is a language. So yeah, I'll give them that. It's just not doesn't even deserve to be scored. I don't know. It's down there at the very bottom, I suppose. But yeah, I'm giving it 2 out of 10 because they mentioned GUI, they mentioned IP address, and they mentioned Visual Basic, which are legit terms. So I'll give them credit for that, I suppose. Yeah, 2 from Gomin as well. Yeah, NCIS actually isolated the client. So does this mean that if you have an incident, we want NCIS and not CSI to investigate? I think that's a verdict. So yeah, that's a quick one. There's not much to say, I think. This is one of the also most classic things. What do you mean 10 out of 10? This is how I work. Yeah. This I'm creating Visual Basic GUI on the fly to track an IP address. Perfect. Right. Let's. I got a couple. There's not too many left, so if there, I mean, at the end, if there's any clip that I didn't bring up that I sort of forgot, then yeah, you can link it. I don't think you can link it in chat though, because it will just filter it. But you can. I don't know actually. You can message me on Twitter or something, and then I'll add it in here, because I don't think I can stop the filtering right now. I don't think so. I know that there's it's a good thing that there's filters in there. All right, so let's watch some James Bond then from Skyfall. Now we're more into forensics rather than hacking, but okay, it's still fine.
We should go, Mum. Board of Inquiry begins in 30 minutes.
I want to know what's on that computer.
James Bond.
Now, looking at Silver's computer, it seems to me he's done a number of slightly unusual things. He's established fail-safe protocols to wipe the memory if there's any attempt to access certain files. Only about 6 people in the world could program safeguards like that.
Of course there are. Can you get past them?
I invented them. Right then. Let's see what you've got for us, Mr. Silver. We're in.
Sir, what do you make of this?
This is Omega site. Most encrypted level he has. Looks like obfuscated code to conceal its true purpose. Security through obscurity.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have order. I'd like to begin the proceedings.
We're gathered today to address important issues concerning the future of our national security.
I think I can skip some of this. Yeah, I can. I'll skip forward to here.
He's using a polymorphic engine to mutate the code. Whenever I try to gain access, it changes. It's like solving a Rubik's Cube that's fighting back.
Stop. Go in on that. Remember Road. It's an old tube station on the Metropolitan line. Been closed for years. Use that as a key.
Oh, look, it's a map.
It's London. Subterranean London.
What's going on? Why are the doors open?
Oh no.
Can someone tell me how the hell he got into our system?
I can.
Oh shit. Shit.
Yeah. He hacked us. Yeah, sort of. Right, so that's from Skyfall. I skipped a bit in the middle, but that's just because they were in court and stuff. So it's not important to the hacking plot here. Yeah, I think there's a couple of things that they got right. There's a couple of things that they are way off. Not sure if we should go this sort of part by part, but yeah, let's say you got a super villain, which I suppose they're up against, and you got his computer, and you're gonna plug it in somewhere. I would sort of not advise to do this. Take that infected computer with whatever it is,
Seems to me he's done a number of slightly...
and then just plug it in. Where is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rudy. He just put it right into their network. Super villain computer infected with whatever. I mean, he's obviously some form of mastermind. So yeah, don't plug stuff in on your own network if you're doing forensics and stuff. So yeah, I'd say that's sort of mistake number one. What else? They mentioned... oh yeah, Ricky B is viewing. No sound. Okay, no worries, Ricky. And what else was there? He was mentioning there was obfuscated code, which is correct, of course. I mean, most times when we're looking at some form of attack, they're using obfuscated code, so makes sense. What else? They mentioned is using polymorphic code, and I mean we've seen that. Not often, but polymorphic code, so code that actually changes as it's not a static code, basically. So yeah, makes sense. And then I love this part when you're looking at this right here, which is some form of hex editor. So all these are hex numbers, of course. And what is the range of hex? It's 0 to 9 A2F. You don't have GR, RO, UG and stuff in hex. So I'm not sure how this sort of got into their hex code, but sure, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, they got some parts right. Yeah. Would someone actually do this in real life? Just plug stuff into the network? Yeah, I suppose they would actually. So in terms of realism, I'd say 6.5 out of 10. That might be too high actually, but yeah, I'll go with that. The Rudy Moose, what do you think? How do you score it? I linked a clip on Discord. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll get that in a second. I'll finish the clips that I have, and then I'll bring in your clip. Is that okay? Perfect. I should actually open up the Discord to the rest of the world. Actually, that'd be quite interesting to have some chat as we go along during the weeks. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's reasonable. So yeah, 5 out of 10. It's yeah, that's a bad way of doing forensics and incident response. Don't do this if you don't have to. Don't plug stuff in. Right, next one, which is from Black Hat. Actually, the movie Black Hat from 2014. Here we go. This is more into phishing, actually. So yeah, it's a phishing thingy.
You asked him to change his password?
Don't click it. Don't click it. Nice.
When he downloaded the PDF, what he downloaded was the keylogger. Got it. Now we wait.
Right, that's Black Cat. I don't remember what I thought of this movie. I think it was quite crap, but I'm not sure. It's with Chris Hemsworth at least. He's pretty cool. So how realistic is this? I'll go first. I think it's pretty realistic. I mean, a phishing email, the PDF document in it, which then leads to, I think in this case they actually installed like a keylogger just from the PDF. Real life, they probably link to either some Word or Excel macro and stuff, and then install it from there, or install some other malicious software. But yeah, phishing email leading to a keylogger or information stealer is not unheard of. It's quite common, I'd say. So that part is pretty realistic. I'm going to give that a high score. Then, and I'm not sure how well this actually looks on stream, but up here is the remote machine. And this part I'm giving a 2 out of 10, I suppose, because the IP address is 192.312.257.003, which of course that's 312. That's not a hello Rasen, welcome. And yeah, so the remote machine, that's not a valid IP address, naturally. So 192.312.2557, that's, yeah, invalid range. It's not going to go anywhere. And then settings, it says UDP retry. I'm not sure how well UDP works with retries without sort of, yeah, that's sort of why you would use TCP, I suppose, rather than UDP. But yeah, it's this part is way off. So I'm giving this part a 2 out of 10 because it's quite crap. The rest of it, that's probably how it would work with spear phishing. So yeah, in total, I'll give this quite high, I think. 8 out of 10. That's really high. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Rasen, what do you think about this? How realistic is this if you get a chance to watch it? I don't know if you joined after this. So we're rating these from on a scale 1 to 10, basically. There are worse ones coming up, so I'm leaving the lower scores for the crappier ones. We got some really crappy ones coming up. Yeah, 7 out of 10. It's too sci-fi-ish. Is that an intended pun that you ended it with fish when it was a phishing email? I'll give you that. Right. Maybe it wasn't. I'll give you that anyway. Right. Let's go back to the crime-fighting agencies in the U.S. So I think this is FBI from Criminal Minds. There's actually 2 clips. I'll go with the Garcia one first. I don't think I have another NCIS scene, to be honest. I think I've actually used up those. I got a few, I gotta get some more Criminal Minds ones here. So here's Criminal Minds. Garcia getting hacked.
All work, no play. No.
No, 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 no. Oh my, no, no. All work and no play, huh? All work and no play? You just wait till I'm through with you. What?
Garcia, I need a rundown on a guy.
No.
What?
The information superhighway is closed.
What are you talking about?
Someone had the nerve to run a black hat op into my computers, Morgan. They hacked me, okay? But you can bet your sweet ass I will find them. I've got honeypot farms hidden behind UML kernel data packets and a first-generation honey net I personally programmed. My snort log lists every visitor, every server request, every keystroke on this entire network. If I have to backhack his IP all the way to the frickin' Stone Age, I will find this son of a bitch, okay? So bye.
Right. Snort moose, yeah. There's a couple of she actually went through things way too fast, so I didn't actually understand what she was talking about for some of these things. Snort was a thing back then. It still is. And yeah, this is quite a crappy discussion. I'll give her this. And honestly, I've looked at all Criminal Minds seasons. I love Garcia. I think that's an amazing character. Honestly, this is how I sit when I work. I got legs up at the table, completely crappy way of sitting for my lower back and everything. So yeah, this is the correct position in how to work. I'll give it that. That's a 10 out of 10. And then let's see if I can ban this one or if Goman is faster than I am. If I do this, does this work? Yeah, I hope Goman is here and he can ban this in a second. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. So yeah, this is the correct position in how to work. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Then you probably don't play games at your FBI headquarters office, just plugged into everything. So that's probably quite unrealistic. And then something that I don't think is completely legit if you work in FBI is this part about the keylogger. I'll listen to this again.
This entire network. If I have to backhack his IP all the way to the frickin' server requests, every visitor, every server request, every keystroke on this entire network. If I have to backhack his IP.
So, yeah, backhack the IP. Yeah, that's what you do. So it turns out Garcia actually has a keylogger that logs everything on the entire network at the FBI headquarters that they're in. That might be quite unrealistic. I'm pretty sure that they keylog some stuff, but that a single sort of engineer would run their own keylogger logging everything on the entire network. I sort of doubt it. But yeah, still, Garcia is a really good character. That's the hackbacks that politicians always talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna backhack the IP. I think we had a discussion on a couple of weeks ago if it, like backhacking, I hate that term, but yeah, if that should be legal or not. Yeah, they got connects and drivers mic tray. It always triggers as the keylogger. It works by analyzing the electromagnetic waves sent by USB cables, wireless keyboards, network keylogger. Yeah, that's actually a thing though. I don't know the English term for it. But yeah, like if you're working at an agency like NSA, for example, or the Swedish version of it, you actually have to have approved sort of hardware and stuff that doesn't leak those signals. And they have to be tested and everything. So you're really like limited to what you can use in terms of cables, mice, keyboards and stuff. So it's really interesting. So just by listening to the actual signals in your monitor cable, you can actually get a visual signal that actually represents what you're looking at on the screen. This is pretty cool. So, but I don't remember the word for it though in English. In Swedish it's called rös at least. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense for the non-Swedes, but yeah, whatever. So it's pretty cool though. Yeah. As for rating in total, yeah, another 5 out of 10, I think. 10 out of 10 for the working position, 10 out of 10 for people playing games at work. Not sure it happens at FBI too often. And then the keylogger and UMR kernel thingy, whatever. Yeah, that's probably like a 1 out of 10. It's not gonna happen. Still good, really good series, really good. Garcia, I like her. Alright, next one is Silicon Valley, if you have watched that one. So here goes Silicon Valley.
Fuck. Wi-Fi pineapples, it's so obvious.
Not the fridge, no.
Look, we set up a bunch of these at HooliCon. We position ourselves between everyone's devices and the real Wi-Fi.
So they log on to our boxes, and our boxes log on to the real Wi-Fi?
Exactly.
So we show them a fake landing page and force everyone to download a doctored version of the HooliCon app.
And they'll never know the difference.
No wonder Mia's in prison. She's brilliant.
I think this might actually work.
Okay, guys, how we looking?
One second.
Done.
All 12 pineapples tested and packed.
Right, let's pause there. That's this is really interesting, because when I initially did this, looked up some clips, I was sort of assuming I was gonna find just stuff that's really bad, but then I actually found some stuff that are legit, like the Mr. Robot one, for example. But then I knew that most of Mr. Robot stuff are accurate, so that wasn't a surprise. This one was though. This is legit. Yeah, attack vector sounds really good, and it is legit. And this is a Wi-Fi pineapple from Hack5, and you can actually buy these. Hack5 is, if you don't know, it's a YouTube series. It's a YouTube channel with Shannon and what's his name? I don't remember. It's really good though. I've watched, especially in the beginning of my sort of security career, let's say, I watched a lot of Hack5. I think they're really good. They explain stuff in a really good way, and they make awesome hardware tools to play with. I bought a couple of the other stuff. I don't have the pineapple though, which is this one. I have the rubber ducky, I have the land turtle, I have something else. I love those. Yeah, OMG cable. I actually haven't looked that up. Yeah, I always want to buy the gear. Yeah, I always wanted to get a pineapple. I've done similar attacks myself with just like Kali Linux, and doing some war driving and like to find Wi-Fi spots and stuff. It's really fun. But yeah, it would be much nicer to actually have a pineapple. Oh, you have a small pineapple mousse. We need to test that out sometime. That would be really cool. The rubber duck was always sold out when I went to buy it. Ah, that's too bad. That one actually works really well. The land turtle, I've never actually used it. Rubber ducky, I've used it. More for fun, of course. I mean, more for demos and stuff, just to show people, like awareness training. Like, this can happen if you leave your computer unlocked. All I need is to plug this in for about 10 seconds. Well, depending on how long you script this, and then it runs. It's still sold out. That's too bad. Well, when it comes back in stock, you should really get it. It's really cool. Moose, I'm not sure if you were linking a URL or not, because you can't do it. If you want to, I can give it to me on Discord and I can just paste it back in. If you want to give that to the Rudy. So yeah, their attack vector is actually really cool. So you fire up your Wi-Fi pineapple, and then you pretend to be other access points, and then as long as you send a stronger signal than their original access points, the client will actually connect to you instead, and then you can give it, as they say, like you make them land on a specific landing page or something, and yeah, it's gonna look legit. And it's even sneaky because you don't have to know the network that you want to connect to, because the pineapple and all these rogue access points, they pretend to be everything. So basically your client sends out like, hey, I'm looking at the Berlin. I'm looking for the Berlin airport Wi-Fi, and then the pineapple like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm here. And then you connect to that one, and you've been man in the middle. Exactly, Dirty. Yeah, exactly. Just a basic man in the middle attack. Moose says there's a similar product called a Malduino that works the same, but with more functionality, and it's cheaper. Never heard of that. Malduino. I suppose it's based on Arduino instead. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to Google that after this. So this one, yeah. As for rating, I'm giving this 10 out of 10 because it's completely legit. Absolutely, this would work in real life. It does work in real life, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Judge Hammer thing and say 10 out of 10 unless someone disagrees with me. Suppose not. Right, let's continue on with the next clip. 10 out of 10, deserved it. Agreed. Right, let's go with Fast and the Furious 8. Well, it's actually called Fate and the Furious. Now we're back we're into car hacking now. Here we go. I think it's quite long, like 3 minutes or something. This won't be good. Nope. It probably won't.
Hack 'em all.
Hack 'em all.
It's zombie time. I'd buckle up if I were you.
Safety sensors overridden.
Thank you. Target the motorcade. And here they come.
Tesla, yeah. Might be the future.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's what I said.
Police escort down.
Check out the lead and follow cars.
Stop here, I think. Yeah. Fate and the Furious. How realistic is this? I suppose this is based on the fact. I think this was released in 2017. This movie, and back in, I want to say 2015, Charlie Miller and Chris Valachek, they actually hacked a Jeep. It was like very big news back then, and it sort of still is. They made it. I mean, they could hack the Jeep, so they could sort of control it. They could turn on the windshield wipers. I think they could brake as well, and they could eventually turn the wheel and stuff. So they've actually done this sort of. And again, it's 6 years ago that they did this. So I suppose that's how what this is based on, but that doesn't make this realistic at all. I mean, first off, there's a big variety of car brands and car models that they actually hack in this scene. So the idea that they could hack literally any vehicle they want to is sort of absurd, unless, I mean, if we look into the future, it might happen. But nowadays, or when this was released, no, not very much. And then I think it's also going to be hard to start vehicles from scratch. If it's turned off, I think it's going to be hard to turn them on, rather than actually controlling a moving or a turn-on vehicle. So yeah, but then again, I suppose you don't really watch the Fast and the Furious movies for realism, and it's not really documentary. So good action, as far as realism, no, not really. The Rudy says, attack vector of remote controlling a car sounds more realistic now than when the film was released, but how they showed it in the film is not very realistic. Absolutely agreed. Enrique B says, Ford offers a REST API for starting your car. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going there. I think this might be like plausible in the future. I think, which is quite terrifying, I suppose. Yeah, not sure if I actually want this kind of future, but yeah, it's cool though. Hacking cars is cool. I know that when Charlie Miller and Chris Valacek actually hacked this, they got some form of bounty, I think, but then the bounty didn't even cover like nearly as much as they paid for the hack. Because if you hack cars, I mean, you're gonna break some cars, and then you gotta buy new cars, and the bounty that you might get is not gonna be anywhere near the cost of doing this. So it might be an unexplored area. I'm not sure. Rating wise though, what do you say, chat? From a scale 1 to 10, what do you give it? How realistic is it? 4 out of 10, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm also gonna give it a 4. It's yeah, it's not the best hacking scene. Wait, I gotta fix my microphone. Hang on. There we go. All right. I think it's 2 more. So let's burn through them. We got another Criminal Minds thing, and we're back with Garcia again. Yeah, this is quite long. It's like 3 minutes. I think we might watch this whole thing or skip something. Let's see.
Sure now the tech is okay with me in our system? I mean, we're kind of weird about that.
We just need you to run some bar association records.
So why doesn't she do it?
She's in the hospital.
Are you talking about the analyst who was shot?
That's right.
Do you know who hit her?
That's what we're hoping to find out.
What?
Well, the gatekeepers threw a whole lot of information. Stuff makes us all a little paranoid. You know, I could have done this with my computer.
First, we need you to look up the name James Colby Baylor and see if it shows up anywhere in the system.
Whoa.
What is it?
The system is insane. It's completely Linux-based, open source programming. And you don't see this in government systems, I mean, outside of, like, Switzerland.
James Colby Baylor.
Right, I get it. Chap, jeez.
Wow. Yeah. It gets worse, Moose. Just hang on. It gets worse.
All right, let's start with a list of everyone in the area who either failed the bar exam or was fired from a large law firm in the last 5 years.
Are you serious? There's got to be like thousands of names.
Try narrowing it down to anyone with the initials JCB. Get monogram shirts. Trust me, they ain't cheap.
Is there a problem?
Well, this might be the coolest girl I've ever met.
I've never laid eyes on her.
Well, her GUI is mind-blowing.
The list.
Well, that's
Her
weird.
GUI is mind-blowing.
Well, this isn't good. Oh, no, you don't.
I do not have time for this.
Feels like a god
No chance.
has come over me.
And yet...
Made the
You wanna play?
paid me with.
What is she doing in there?
Do you really want to know?
And there's
Yeah, Ricky, that's my thought as well.
Oh, no. You are not seriously trying to backhack me.
Oh, nicely played. Okay.
Now, this is just way too easy.
That's right. Chase me.
I thought you had skills. Oh boy.
Have fun getting out of the wormhole.
I love this part.
Those are all the cases I flagged.
Okay. Everybody take a copy. We need to see if any of the agents overlap in all of the cases.
Now, what were you looking for?
Alright. That's another Criminal Minds episode. So this one on YouTube is called Criminal Minds Technobabble. Her GUI is mind-blowing. Yeah, that's a phrase I've never said anywhere, or anytime. Wow, your GUI is mind-blowing. Yeah, I never thought of sort of uttering those words. Yeah, that USB stick. There's so many questions. Like if you just sort of disregard the hacker battle in the middle, we just the battle of dragging windows around the monitor. Like, what was that USB that he just plugged in, and why wasn't it plugged in to start with? Because basically it's completely system failure, an operator error or something, and he plugs in the magic USB, and we're just boom, back to working again. I wish this worked in sort of a ransomware attack. You'd like you just go there and like, hey, yeah, just plug this USB thing in, and we're back. Like, that's it. That would be awesome. Yeah, he plugs. I want this. Me too, Moose. Oh yeah, he plugs it into the monitor, which is pretty cool. I suppose, or Rick, I do suppose that it could be USB hub in the monitor, so it could actually work. But yeah, there we go. That's the. There we go. I want this. I want this USB memory. And then the sort of hacker battle in the middle is also interesting. They really want to drag Windows to their favorite places, I suppose. It makes no sense at all. And then he has like 2 FBI agents standing next to him, and he doesn't even mention that he's getting. I suppose he appears he's getting hacked. Says nothing. He just thinks it's funny. There's so many questions. My 10-year-old screen also has one. Yeah. I think that my screen. I'm not sure if my screen actually has a USB hub. I'm not sure. I got a ROG Swift. I suppose it does. But should have. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think it has actually. Huh. I do use my USB hub that's in the keyboard, but yeah, it's I don't have one in my monitor, I think. So, what do we think about the how realistic is this scene? I'd go with pretty low. 2 out of 10. That's Ricky B's. Yeah, it's 11 out of 10. Joe's just 1 out of 10. That's really low. Yeah, I agree. It's I was gonna say a 3, but then yeah, I'm going with 3. But a 1 out of 10 is it's not wrong. It's this is a really crappy scene. I like this. I think that was all the clips that I saved up to start with. I think that I'm gonna Moose actually. And yeah, I know the Moose messing with something I have to bring up, because I know we have some Germans in chat, and I think you're gonna have to help us out here with something. Hang on, I'm just gonna start up my Discord so I can get. Yeah, that's. Let's do this. Yeah, this is. I really want to see this movie, but it's in German, so I'm gonna have to find subtitles somewhere. I wonder if this. Let's do this, and then. So have you seen this movie? It's called Who Am I? From 2014, I think. It's supposed to be one of the best hacking movies out there. You seen it? Is it good?
Clays nächste Aktion war ein kleiner Gruß an die Finanzwelt.
If I'm not mistaken, Moose, I think they're gonna hack a stock exchange here from the roof, I think.
Die finanzpolitische Entwicklung in Asien hat vor allem an der Wall Street für einen eher zurückhaltenden Wochenstart gesorgt. Wesentlich geringer fällt der Einfluss auf die deutsche Börse aus. Deutsche Anleger und Firmen profitieren von der robusten Konjunktur. Und so setzt der DAX auch heute seinen Gipfelsturm fort.
So that's from the movie Who Am I? I looked it up on IMDb earlier today, and it actually has some really good ratings. I think it has like a 7.5 rating on IMDb, which is very, very high. And it's a hacky movie, so I have to see this. It's okay, says Ricky B and Moose. It's okay only? It looks really cool though in the scenes that I've seen. I gotta watch it. It's kind of Mr. Robot, and Moose says it's kind of Mr. Robot plus Anonymous pre-Mr. Robot. That's really cool. Because this looked like I mean, apart from the fact that you're probably not going to be able to hack a stock exchange from the roof like this, I think it looked pretty legit. Where's the terminal? Here it is. Sorry. So, buffer overflow to somewhere. Then I think they copy a feed somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks quite realistic. If you just sort of disregard the fact that they just gain access from the box on the roof, which I don't think is possible. I give this a high rating. I'd say this is probably like, if we assume that the box on the roof is available and you can just open up and plug in, this is probably quite high, like an 8-9 out of 10, I think. And Moose, the story is not the deepest, and it's kind of fast paced. The hack and sees are quite okay from what I remember. It's not ultra realistic, but it's a lot more technical than other candidates we watched earlier. Yeah, it's hard not to be more technical than NCIS and CSI and 2 idiots, 1 keyboard. but yeah, this, I think it looks pretty cool. I gotta watch this. Yeah. I'm also gonna post the link to Malduino that Moose gave me for you. Was it to the Rudy, I think? So that's the link that he wanted to paste in. Perfect. And yeah, what do you think? Would it be of an interest to open up the Discord for more people, so that we can just chat on Discord the rest of the week and just help out, talk about whatever happens in the security world and stuff? I think it could be quite interesting. If you want to, I'll give you the Discord, and then Discord, Ricky. I'll Actually, let's do like this. No, I should actually make an official. Should I use? You know what? I'm gonna set up a new Discord, and I'm gonna link it on. I'll post a Twitter link to the new Discord later tonight, or probably tonight, and then we can sort of chat on there. That'd be pretty cool. Another mutual Discord server with you could be. Yeah, I have no mutual Discord servers with you, so for me that's awesome. I want that. Right, Moose, you had something more, right? Let's see what you. I'm sorry, dude. Oh yeah, CSI Cyber. When CSI Cyber came out, I was like, this is gonna be a really good series. I have to watch this. And then I think I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and I just couldn't stand it. So this is from CSI Cyber. It's called malvertising, I think.
On the medical website ScrollMD. The ads are redirecting site users to what could be a fictitious pharmacy. Sounds like a clickbaiting scheme.
It's the latest on the ScrollMD website.
HTML injection. Check it out. Someone hacked a curtain ad on the ScrollMD site. Looks like a normal ad, right? And this is the code for the ad. But peekaboo, there's actually 2 codes written right on top of each other.
A clickbaiting scheme.
Right.
Like Gabriel predicted.
The target had to breach the ScrollMD servers to inject this code.
The algorithm was designed to take any symptom that you type in. Anfadril, that's diabetes.
He's operating almost entirely on the surface web, where he can reach millions of everyday citizens.
We'll take turns filtering the data. First one to get stumped takes the late shift for 3 weekends straight.
Let's nix all the machines with IP addresses associated with big corporations. Executive assistants and guys in the mailroom probably aren't counterfeit drug lords.
218 gone.
Go ahead and pull up that internet service provider, man.
Okay, I'm getting the hard location for the IP address now. Looks like you're going to be enjoying the late shift, my friend.
Who, me?
Yeah, we can just stop this. I don't think the rest of this is that good. Yeah. It wasn't cyber enough. Yeah, they took a good idea and turned it into crap. And like malvertising is probably the biggest reason that I use an ad blocker. Of course, I mean ads are annoying, but I get it that businesses has to have ads to survive and actually make some money. So I'm fine with that. The fact that you can hide malicious code in ads, though, that's the reason that I have my ad blocker on, because it's a real thing. So as far as that scenario goes, that's completely legit. And then you have some drive-by where like the only thing that you need to do as a user is just visit the site, and then yeah, your unpatched web browser is compromised basically. I mean we've seen that a couple of times. There's an exploit kit called, someone help me out, is it Purple Fox exploit kit? If someone can Google that, that'd be awesome. I think it's Purple Fox exploit kit. They use a lot of drive-by techniques, so they can compromise like unpatched. It's usually Explorer, so not Edge, but people still use like IE for some reason. And then yeah, if you're running an outdated Explorer and then you visit those sites that have the Purple Fox exploit kits, then you're owned basically, and then you get your Stealer implants in, and then your passwords are fucked off. That's pretty bad. So yeah, exactly. It took a good idea and turned it into crap. That's exactly what they did. They could have made it so much better. Yeah, and I love this party where I think was it who said they top of each other? Yeah, Ricky. This is where was it? Yeah, never mind. They took a code and just placed them on top of each other.
Written right on top of each other.
A clickbaiting scheme.
Boo. There's actually 2 codes written right on top of each other.
A clickbaiting scheme.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You probably don't put 2 different codes on top of each other. I would assume they mean, like with a bit of goodwill here, I'm going to say that they mean that an like the malicious ad was sort of hiding in other ads. That's probably it. And then they turn it into like, yeah, we got 2 different codes running on top of each other. No. Rating wise, I mean it's a legit scenario. It's I'll give it a What do you think in chat? I'm gonna give it a quite high, I think. Higher than it deserves, just because it's a legit thing. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Yay, Moose, you as well. The Rudy gives it a 5 out of 10. Moose 6. Yeah. I'm also more into the 6 out of 10, because I think it's a legit scenario, and then it turned into CSI Cyber, which is crap, and then they messed it up. It could have been good, it wasn't. And then this entire series, this CSI Cyber is horrible. It's so crap. Then we actually have another clip from Moose, which is the first one that I haven't seen yet. This should be interesting. I haven't seen this one. It's also from the Who Am I movie, the German Who Am I. Let's look at this. It's 2 minutes. If it ever loads, I suppose. This is probably YouTube's fault, it's not my end, of course.
Und wie soll dieser Zaubertrick aussehen?
Indem wir immer X an seinem wundesten Punkt attackieren. Seinem Stolz.
There he is. MRX is a traitor. He sold identities.
He's working for the government. The people, the cops. MRX is confessing in another forum. MRX killed Krypton.
Really? I can't believe it.
Asshole.
I knew it. He's part of Friends.
MRX gehört zur Russian Cyber Mafia.
What a prick.
I sold identities. I spied on hackers. What the fuck? I co-worked with law enforcement. Open the fucking door, point you just have to... What the fuck? That's not even MRX. Who you are? I'm MRX. Let me in. You thought I was one of you? Fuck you. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? That's not MRX. I'm MRX. I never worked for the government. Who the fuck are you? What the... Who the fuck are you?
Now I know who you are. You shouldn't have used the hammer. An IP transmitter. You told me. Now we are even.
Interesting. I think this actually spoils the movie a bit, but yeah. So if it's a spoiler, then put on mute. So obviously, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Moose, but obviously they had, like, the hackers have someone working for the government who's a mole on the hacker side, and this has actually happened a couple of times in real life. And the most famous one, I can't actually remember his name. It completely eludes me. Big hacking group, and then like one of them got caught, and then I think it was the FBI sort of recruited him, and then he worked for them instead, and then he took down the rest of the group from there. And I know there's been some Ukrainian fella who's been working for government as well, and just taking down hacker groups from the inside. So, legit scenario. Yeah, the guy. Okay, yeah. The guy who helped got caught and convinced the cops to let him help them. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. This sounds very realistic. Probably 10 out of 10. Because I think in this exact... Well, I haven't seen the movie, so I can only go, like, judge from this scene. I'm going to go with a 10 out of 10. Because as far as I can tell, this has happened in real life, and it's probably going to happen again. Yeah, was it Sabu? Yeah, it was. Exactly. That's the one I was thinking about. Thank you, Moose. You saved me. Yeah, so that's like when I looked at this, the Sabu was initially like the one that came to mind. I'm like, yeah, this is probably how it sort of went down. I need to watch this movie actually. So any other? Don't you agree with me? Because I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. 8, 9? Why? You need to explain yourself, Moose. 1 out of full 10. We'll wait until Moose actually finishes typing and then... too much Hollywood. Yeah, true. I still think it's legit. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with my 10. I don't want to change my mind here. I'm not gonna get influenced by you, Moose. I got my own thoughts here. FBI response time of 20 seconds. Yeah, that's probably not how it works. Right, let's watch one last clip, and then sort of I think we'll wrap it up after that one. It's again one of Moose's clips. It's from Silicon Valley again, and this time it's the fridge Moose. Here we go. Silicon Valley.
This one, this one, this one, this one.
I get it, Jin Yang. The refrigerator's broken.
The ice cream is melting.
Let me guess, is it because it's warm?
Yes.
Fine, I'll call the repairman, and he'll come here and fix it post-haste.
No, I want a new fridge. A smarter fridge. Like this.
$14,000 for a smart fridge? Unlike you, I now work for a living. I'm not gonna drop that kind of dough on a fridge.
I ordered it already. I buy it for myself.
Then why are you talking to me about it?
To make you feel bad. Because you're fat and poor.
This must be the new fridge.
You like this? Look, it has a screen so you can see all the food that's inside.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that one.
This one has an app so you can actually watch the food on your phone.
All it needs to do is keep my fucking beer cold.
You're running low on beer.
Fuck you.
Whoops, did you forget to scan that barcode?
Yes, I did. On purpose.
Ah, there we go.
It's bad enough it has to talk. Does it need fake vocal tics like,
Well, it just makes it sound more human.
Humans are shit. This thing is addressing problems that don't exist. It's solutionism at its worst. We are
Humans are
dumbing
shit.
down machines that are inherently superior.
Whatever, you give your server a human name. You named it Anton.
Yeah, but Anton doesn't call me anything. He grimly does his work, and he sits motionless till it's time to work again. We could all take a page from his book.
That's how I do it.
That yogurt is expired.
Say, this could kill me. Now I can give it to Eric.
I'm not quite sure what you're doing. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, how do I shut you the fuck up?
Aw, is somebody having a rough day?
Did that fucker password protect the settings?
His fridge, his rules.
Fuck.
Squish those front-end bugs. Did you finish your networking issue?
Nope.
I'm sorry. Wrong password.
You're sitting here trying to hack Jin Yang's password instead of doing your actual work? Well, good luck. It's a 10-digit alphanumeric.
10-digit. Fuck.
I mean, you have one underpowered laptop, so, you should have the answer in 9,000 years.
Time to pull out the big gun.
Well, maybe you should pull out the bug gun. Because it's the network bug. As in the bug you're supposed to be fixing. If you're programmed to have a good sense of humor, you'd laugh at that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see any good humor ice cream bars. Shall I add them to your shopping list?
You know what? Yeah. How much? $300,000.
Let's skip to the actual...
Ate the wheat thin, didn't we?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see any wheat thins. Shall I add them to your shopping list?
Sure.
Let's watch the whole clip.
G-Man, you busy at the moment?
Very. I'm about to set Anton loose on that talking chrome beer koozie.
I want this garage for myself.
You guys don't need all these lights on, do you?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, that should be fine. We should be fine.
Fine from what?
That fridge is putting up a fight, so I'm gonna have to try something with Anton. Might put a little strain on the wiring, that's all.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Sorry. Everybody okay?
I don't know, you fucking maniac, are we?
Probably.
Hello, my co-friend. Hello?
Huh, suck it, Jin Yang.
You attack and destroy my refrigerator? And you misspell my name.
I did. Had to overclock Anton, but I was able to brute force the backdoor password to that chrome piece of shit in under 12 hours. When I added a little visual flair.
Huh, suck it, Jin Yang.
I think that's it. Honestly, if one of my roommates had a fridge that did this, I'd probably do the same or just throw it outside. But then again, if it reminds me to order like chips and stuff when I run out, I'd probably marry it. So I was just gonna ask you, Rudy, what the rating is for this. How legit is this? Will it happen in real life? It probably will. Yeah. Because I haven't seen all the seasons from Silicon Valley, which is I know is bad. I know. There are geniuses, so they could probably do this. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I absolutely agree. The most realistic part was the computers restarting after the power was out. Yeah. Or maybe it's actually unrealistic that Windows actually boots up again after it's been shut down just unexpectedly, without any corruption or of some kind. But yeah, I agree. That's a really good clip. So we've seen some really, really shitty ones. I think the worst one for me has to be the 2 idiots 1 keyboard. The first one from NCIS, when they're both of them are typing on the same keyboard, and then Gibbs walks in and just pulls the cable out. I think that's the most classic crappy hacker YouTube thingy, I think. Alright, that's sort of my plan for tonight, was to go through this and just rate them. Yeah, I had a good time. It was there's a couple of these that I hadn't seen before that I actually found today, which was quite interesting. And I hadn't heard of the Who Am I movie either before today, so that was a good discovery. Well, even if I wouldn't have discovered it, Moose would have helped me with that. So yeah, it's perfect. So let's wrap this up. Next week I'm actually going to have a guest on again. So this is pretty fun. I might do something like this again, just do this solo, and have some other fun thing. But next week I think we're back with a guest, and then just talk shit about things and rant about, I don't know, ransomware or whatever. I think it's really fun. Yeah, if you have any sort of person or guest you want to see on the show, let me know and I'll reach out to them and we'll get them on. Actually, most people actually say yes to this. I think people like to be on podcasts and stuff and shows and stuff. Right, thank you so much to everyone in chat. You've been extremely active today and really helped out. It's been awesome to chat with you, to get your input on this. So you really made the show today. Otherwise, it would be incredibly boring. Just me sitting watching stuff. So yeah, we'll do this again sometime. I'll find some more really crappy ones, and then we'll do this again sometime in the future. But next week we're back with a guest. Right, take care, guys, and yeah, I'm going to create a new Discord, an inside security Discord. That's hard to say. And then I'll post a link on Twitter, and also I think on when this one comes up on YouTube, probably like tomorrow I think, I'll put the Discord link in the YouTube details as well down below, so you can just click on that one. And then we can hang out in there. And if there's anyone who, because I'm usually playing Rainbow Six Siege, so if there's anyone here who plays Rainbow Six Siege, then please join us when we play, because we need some more. I'm crap at it, but yeah, I still like to play it. Or even Elder Scrolls Online. If you play that, reach out. We'll do some stuff together. That would be really cool. Right, I'm gonna shut up now, and thanks everyone so much for today. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Don't double hack on keyboards. Don't do forensics in your office, and don't play games on your FBI headquarters. All right. See you guys. Bye bye.